should be Cammy versus Nash. It's going to be similar to the matchup you just saw.
Right.
Cammy's going to be on the approach, on the prowl, and Joe's got to keep the defense up. We'll see if he can do it. One of the things he sort of struggled with was when those dash-ins happened, he just got intercepted. So I'm curious to see if that's an issue for him against Cammy.
Yeah, and of course Kazunoko, you know, Capcom Pro Tour champion last year, you know, won a sweet little $120,000 at that event, you know, beating Daigo in grand finals. Very strong player. I feel like at first kind of started with Cammy, was trying to play her a little bit more aggressively. It wasn't working out, and he's actually made the great adjustment. You know, he's stuck with the character. He didn't change. He's been playing a little more carefully. He's been playing more fundamentally, and it is starting to pay off for him really, really well.
Yeah. You know, it's not like he's never not been a great fundamental base player. I feel like he just realized, like, all right, maybe I should slow it down with this character. And not because he doesn't have great reads or anything like that, but she has such low health that you can only afford to take so many risks.
I mean,
you know, you saw him play against Itabashi at that tournament recently, and Itabashi landed like 3 SPDs and she was dead. That was like the whole round. The whole round was like an air SPD and 2 grounded ones, and it was like, well, it was a good round.
I mean, I still remember the story though when Kazunoko first started playing Street Fighter. He picked it up in AE and he started playing Yun. And he said the reason why is because he came from Guilty Gear, and he's like, I don't have those footsie fundamentals in Street Fighter. I just want to go crazy.
Yep.
But you know what? I mean, maybe he was joking, but whatever the case is, you're right. His fundamentals are on point now.
Some of the best reads on his own wake up, right? On whether I as Kazunoko should wake up uppercut, wake up jab, wake up low forward, wake up backdash throw, whatever it's going to be. He's really, really active on his own wake up, and he's good at pinning you down and getting his offense.
And here we go, L.I. Joe going up against Kazunoko.
You see the early jump into dive kick from Kazunoko to beat the anti-air attempt. There it is again. Joe gets under though.
Yeah, the dive kick just falling a little bit short. No challenge against the V skill. Joe gets the dash under, fake cross under into throw.
And you see Joe block, expecting uppercut from Kazunoko, and he's already hitting a button there. Just knows that, yeah, people will respect me, I'm Kazunoko, and I might uppercut.
Just barely clipped that EX dive kick, and here comes Kazunoko. But you know what? You're kind of willing to take that forward throw from Cammy when you're not in the corner, because you definitely do not get as much pressure follow-up from Cammy after that.
Yeah, mid-screen, it doesn't lead to much at all. Not too dangerous, and trigger's just about gone for her. Great work. You know, Joe has baited uppercut 3 or 4 times, and Kazunoko hasn't done it.
And so this time he does the cross under, goes for the combo, ends
great
up
overhead.
Overhead, L.I. Joe taking the first round.
Yeah, that was lovely stuff. He baited the uppercut a few times. Kazunoko got away with buttons, and he's like, all right, I will commit to my own offense and make something happen, and that's what he did.
All right, nice, using the EX Sonic Scythe.
Okay, wow, just out of range for the full thing, but still. I think Kazunoko will take that. That's 2 bars already spent from Joe.
But yeah, Joe has really done a great job kind of shutting down the dive kick game from Kazunoko, getting 2 Sonic Sights and then punishing it with a low forward on the whiff. But here comes Kazunoko. This is where Cammy gets scary.
The walk-up throw tech, anti-air from the back strong. And man, Kazunoko's in a dangerous spot. A throw will stun, so he's got to be careful. Out of there is Joe.
I love that crouching short real quick. And then that jump back jab that we saw him use so much against Fudo.
Oh, he's going to get through with the drill. Spends it. Yeah, huge damage on that. Just needs 1 more to close out this round. Joe in trouble here. Not a lot of resources to work with. He's getting close to critical art, but not quite in there. It is. Love to confirm. He even confirmed uppercut just in case to get that extra bit of damage if drill wouldn't have killed. So,
last tie 1-1.
We'll see if
this first game.
Maybe Joe can slow it down. He's close to critical art, and there's, yeah, Kazunoko through.
Not a huge amount of damage, but this is what Cammy needs. It just gets you in, and it starts her game. She's so threatening when she gets big damage. He's going to spend the EX instead of saving it for the super.
And it was huge damage. I totally agree with it. Now he's got to be careful.
Hoping maybe he could build up another bar possibly to get the super confirmed towards the end of this round. But just, you know, he's just trying to kill off the time of that V-trigger, and he did it. So she's only had 1 move. Didn't go for the EX Sonic Scythe.
Block from Joe, hanging out, got the confirm, and that's gonna be enough first game. L.I. Joe over Kazunoko.
And look at L.I. Joe, he knows. And you know what, in the background, Moons, his L.I. training partner, one of his best friends, cheering him on. The audience chanting Joe.
He just needs 1 more for top 8 here at EVO. And he's got to keep up this defense. That's the most important part. I feel like I was just going to say there's a jump, but besides that, Joe has done such a great job of being a wall and just stopping all these dive kicks, as you mentioned.
Wow, one of the first time Kazunoko's kind of gone for that throw tick, and Joe actually teched it, but here comes Kazunoko again, getting the counter hit from Joe pushing buttons, and that's a stun, not quite yet.
No, one more for stun. Great block, but then opened up by the low. This should be a clean round for Kazunoko, and it is.
That's always a discouragement if you're the person who wins the first game and then all of a sudden the opponent comes back and wins a solid first round.
Yeah, convincing stuff. We saw that opener last time. Kazunoko dashes and then buffers just in case he throws a fireball. As soon as you do, EX drill right through. Keeps up the pressure, counter hit confirms.
Yeah, Joe hitting buttons in those situations, and now Kazunoko's got Joe really flustered and confused about what he should do.
I think mostly he's tightened up the offense so much. Joe, there's no escape.
Oh, let's just do it!
Yeah, just reversal critical art. He's going to get a huge chunk of damage on this. He can have mix up here if he wants it. We'll see if he dashes in or not. He does!
Oh, but he drops the
combo! Oh no, this is huge swing. Great block from Joe.
And he avoids the trigger dive kick, but Kazunoko right on the cusp of it,
and a throw tech, yeah, gets beaten out by EX dive kick. Kazunoko ties it up so quickly.
Some Street Fighter 4 tactics right there. Instant EX dive kick from Kazunoko beating out the throw tech.
It's going to be one game apiece now. Joe, really, the defense there was not what it needed to be, right?
Yeah.
And it's so tough. The options, you know, the wheel of options that Cammy has, and Kazunoko, you know, switches between them so well.
And that's how Cammy beats you. You know, it's, you know, it sounds simple, throw or frame trap, but when it's executed so properly, it is so devastating to deal with.
Oh, mix-up was so tough to see. Uses drill at the end of that for positioning.
Joe once again trapped in the corner, and again, same sequence, and Joe keeps hitting the button and then gets caught into the throw bait. Here comes Kazunoko. Basically, he's telling Joe, I have you figured out now.
Yeah, and the dive kick will do it. Kazunoko on 3 rounds straight after losing that first game over L.I. Joe, looking to move himself into top 8 here at EVO. It's been clean, James.
Yes, these last 2 games have been all Kazunoko. Joe needs to figure out a way to get something established. Wow, a crouch short to beat the cross-up?
I wonder if that was DP, just didn't get the autocorrect. Reversal out, but a chase down. Kazunoko will not give Joe any space, and he really needs it.
Yeah, Joe can definitely feel the pressure right now, but okay, able to build that space. Ooh, block just in time.
Sticking out some more buttons. Joe doing a better job at intercepting now.
Uh-oh.
Jump over.
There he goes. Kazunoko was in.
Great, he just ducked under it. One more V-trigger dive kick will do it for Kazunoko. He's almost out.
Confirm into the super, but he's going to be able to do it here.
Spends the critical art.
Is this enough to be able to take out Cammy? Low health, 900 health.
It'll not do it. Just needs one. And yeah, you see him backdash. She didn't want to get hit by the uppercut. That's a punish.
Okay, that's punishable. So Kazunoko kind of just took the risk there, but you know what? He's okay with that because he was down so much, and he's coming into this round with a 2-bar resource lead.
Over Joe. And yeah, Joe's scared to throw fireball because of EX drill. Great first start to this game. Oh, he hit a button into that EX dive.
Yeah, he thought it was going to miss. Okay, not hitting buttons in that sequence this time, but confirms into the drill, gets the throw, close to stun.
Oh, late tech from Joe, and because of that, there's a mix-up.
Oh, but from
he walked into it.
Kazunoko thought he was going to go to the other side.
Challenge air to air again. Joe gets the throw.
And now he has it close to stun. Chooses not to keep the pressure up, though.
Yeah, was scared of the V-trigger. All right, Kazunoko going to be able to confirm. Maybe spend EX. No. What a block again. Same sequence.
And he's going to confirm it. Super. Is that?
That's dead for sure. L.I. Joe is in top 8 of EVO. He makes it.
L.I. Joe, Long Island Joe from New York State has qualified for Evolution Top 8. He has made it. U.S. player has made it into top 8. You can see the elation from Joe and all of his friends jumping up there and giving him a hug. No man deserves this more than L.I. Joe. You can see the emotion from him.
And Kazunoko up there for the hug. Good sportsmanship from him, but what a showing from Joe. Just so pleased. That was crazy. What a rally from him so deep there.
And the fist bump from Infiltration. You can see L.I. Joe is beside. I guarantee you he is so lightheaded right now. Like, he can probably barely stand up at this point in time. Oh, and there's his girl, Kat, coming up there, giving him the hug. L.I. Joe always having support from her.
And a Cinderella story for Joe to make it all the way here. Lose that nail biter to Fudo. Does it. Beats Kazunoko. Even gets the hug. Man, what a showing from Joe. Great job to him. He'll be playing in Mandalay tomorrow. You can see this is the end that closed it out. And Joe, that block.
What a block. That was it right there.
That was an EVO qualifying block if I've ever seen one in my life. And even gets the confirm. You see him jump up immediately. He knew it was over. And people on the stage already.
And there it is. L.I. Joe has qualified. But, you know, interestingly enough, 3 Nashes. Yukadon, Infiltration, as well as L.I. Joe now. 3 Nashes. And, you know, we've all been talking about Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, all this talk about those characters. It's almost like people kind of forgot about Nash.
He just really snuck in there, huh? And I think that, you know, he just played a matchup that doesn't look so fun for Nash. He really weathered the storm and survived. I think it's one of those things where the better player prevails.
Yeah. And he did it in almost the exact same way Yukadon did that. Let me just check you with crouch jab, Sonic Scythe. Let's do it. Let's do it. It worked.
Just input the super. We'll see what happens. If the critical art hits, you win, right? So it's one of those situations. That was fantastic stuff from Joe.